we went into it deep. More time with family, it's not going to happen. More money, remember, I think I had 12 cents, I said, my savings, it's not going to happen. Because you pour so much money back into your business, it's not going to happen. They don't want to work for someone else. Who do you work for when you have your own business?
Your clients.
Your clients. So now you went from having maybe one or two, possibly sometimes jerky bosses, to a whole bunch that could possibly be jerky if your clients are tough to work with. So these are all the wrong reasons to not start your business. The only reason to start your business is for personal satisfaction. Then we talked about who do you need to rely on to run your business. And we talked about ourselves, family members, friends, finance, money people, customers, clients, our media and social networking, a lawyer, an accountant, manager, confidant, other CEOs. I did say the people not to rely on are your family and friends, because those are the ones that are going to be the first ones to criticize you. I strongly encourage you to rely on yourself. If you don't rely on your gut and your own instinct, you're dead in the water. Totally, you can forget it. Over here, last week, the second session, we talked about how to fund your idea. Selling your idea to someone else is what Aisha said. Take out a loan from family, friends, and a bank. Grants, self-funding. One of the things we talked about earlier today is how SheEO's Rock is going to institute a micro-lending program. Since we know most businesses can be started for $500 to $2,500. Just imagine if somebody gave you $1,000 to start your live events promotion company, then you don't have to do the fish fries or whatever else you're going to do, because you have your money for your flyers, to put a down payment for the facility, you have all of the information for $1,000. And then think of the return that you can get from that. You pay SheEO's Rock back, and it's a done deal, and then you go tell somebody else, and then we help other women. Then in our last session, we talked about your brand. And we talked about my brand, but I had to have thick skin because I actually said, what do you think of me? Be honest. And luckily, I got back some really good responses. I got back enthusiastic, helpful, knowledgeable, comfortable, experienced, genuine, welcoming, that I'm a go-getter. And that's because that's what I really, really work hard to how to present myself, so when people meet me, that's what they see. So we went into this whole aspect of branding and brand development and social media. So today we're talking about what to do when you wake up, when you run your business. As an entrepreneur, we're all going to have those moments that, what do we do when you wake up and say, I need to run my business? More often than not, you're not even sure what direction to take. So I want to do a quick brainstorm. Forgive my back. How do we get there from here? How do we get there from here? So what happens is, when we wake up in the morning, a lot of times we know there's something that we have to do for our business, but we're not sure what to do. And so that's what we're going to deal with in today's lesson. What do we do when we wake up in the morning and have to run our business? We have to make money, we have to feed our families, but we don't know what to do. Inside this circle, y'all know I love circles and stripes, right? Inside, C-U-S-I, is where we are every day. This circle represents, and you don't have to draw it, we're going to draw our circles in a minute, but for the sake of this, we don't have to. Inside this circle is where we live. This is where our family is, this is where our friends are, this is how we're running our business, this is our immediate network. But we don't realize the whole world is out here. This is where, there's a whole world out there. I talked about this, I think, in the first session. Who's seen the movie Hairspray? I love that movie. There is a scene when Nikki, I think her name is Blonsky or something, she's talking to John Travolta, who plays her mother, and she's like, Mom, there's a whole world out there. Like, she didn't want to, John Travolta didn't want to get out of the house, and she's saying in the movie, no, come on, and then they go into this whole musical number called Welcome to the 60s, which I love the movie, as you can tell. But the gist is, John Travolta was living in this circle, and we're all living in this circle by default. Think of the group SheEO's Rock, how many relationships you're building that you never would have had if you did not go outside of this circle. So it's not a bad thing that this is where we all live, it's just it is what it is. But now here's the trick. When you wake up and you have to run your business, this is where you wake up. But if your business and your money and the success and the growth is out here, how do we get out there? So my question to you ladies today is, can someone give me, and I work usually like 5, can you give me a couple of ways that you believe that you can do in your own space to get you from inside of here to outside of there? I'll start with one. Network.
Advertising.
Internet. Next.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. I would say talk to people, right? Talk to people. I'll put that in parentheses. Talk to people. What else?
Media.
Media. But what do you mean media? Elaborate. Who said media?
I did.
What does that mean?
Advertisement.
Advertisement. I'll just put advertise. What else? We have a couple more. How about this one? Read books. Right? This is where we are. This is where we want to be. We're in here. We need to get out there. So collectively, we've come up with internet, network, advertise, read books, word of mouth. These are ways, vehicles, mechanisms that we can use to get from inside of our circle to outside of our circle. What I would like for you to do right now is go to your worksheet, and the top line on the worksheet, we're going to start that activity right now. So let's pull out our worksheets and get started.